Good morning, children. So, I'm revising the chapters. Okay, those who have not listened to the my previous audios or videos. Okay, I'm revising it again. So today I'll be revising the chapter uh, speech. Okay, what is a speech? So, speech is a effective way of communicating a message or to a larger audience. Once it is one of the ways of spreading awareness regarding social issues or getting information regarding other important issues. As a form of writing, a speech is similar in article except that it begins with a formal address to the audience, is more conventional in time and conclude with thank you. A speech is written for a specific purpose like informing, persuading, contacting, entertaining an audience. So it is for a huge audience. So it is same as article, but it starts with a what formal greeting. Okay, then it concludes with a thank you, and it is for a specific purpose like persuading people. Okay, entertaining the audience. See here, what is the format of the speech? Say her heading or the title. So the heading or the title has to be given. Then if it is a speech in probably in for the uh, delivered in the morning assembly, then you have to address formal address, respected principal sir, teacher, friends and dear friends. Then you have to write a content, what are you about to say in your speech. Okay, then you have to express uh, grammar, vocabulary, spelling, coherent style, that has to be correct. Okay, then the formal conclusion has to be thank you. So this is the format of a speech. Okay, elaboration of the components. What are the components or the content required for the speech? Elaboration of the topic. It will be included in a sequence of ideas to build up to summing up the conclusion. You may induce examples, evidence or data to support the ideas. You can patriot verbal pictures and dramatize or personalize the information. Then comes summarizing the most important point in a speech but do not repeat them. Then comes the conclusion. Depending on the purpose of your speech, conclude with call for an action, an appeal and warning, a request, an expression of thanks. This is the format of the speech. Okay, so now we come to the revision of the article. Okay, report and a report I've already done, advertisement I've done, poster I've done. Okay, now let's move on to the revision of the article. What is an article? Writing an article is quite challenging. It involves a high degree of creativity, a wide vocabulary, a thorough knowledge of subjects, some research and a lot of organizational ability. In addition, one has to keep in mind the target readers, the purpose of writing the article, as well as an appropriate style. An article is a piece of non fiction prose writing specially meant for uh, newspapers, magazines, or your school magazine. The article is written for a specific purpose like informing, persuading, convincing, or entertaining the reader. It is divided into three main parts. So writing an article is a quite challenging thing. Okay, it has to be creative, it has to be with a wide vocabulary. Means you have to write a lot of words, different words you have to use. Okay, so that becomes creative, so the words are not repetitive. Okay, then you have to be organizing those words properly. Okay, a construction of your uh, sentences should be correct. Then you have to target the reader. So what kind of reader you're writing for? It is for a magazine. Okay, like it is for a news article. It is for a what tabloids. Okay, you have to specify those audience. So it has to be a article, especially a non-fiction prose. Okay, so non-fiction means you are writing something reality. Okay, Fiction means something fantasy you're writing, and non-fiction reality. Prose means story you're writing. In a newspaper, it can be school magazine, it can be okay, your glamour magazine. It is also for persuading, likewise speech, it is also for persuading, entertaining the readers. So it has been divided in three main parts. One is introduction. This part establishes the content. The sentence or a paragraph should have thought provoking language that draws the reader's attention. So in the in article, the introduction has to be very catchy, very very thought provoking, okay, so compelled to think about and take, so that the reader read the whole article, okay. The introduction has to be like that. Then comes the body. This part should detail different aspects of topic like causes, effects, advantages, disadvantages, merits, demerits. So here in article, you have to, in the body, you have to write everything, like whatever subject you have chosen for the article, you have to write the good, the bad, the advantage, the disadvantages, okay. Then comes the conclusion. It concludes the main idea and presents your view, comments, or criticism as well as recommendation. Always ends article with appeal, a conclusion, or a warning. So in the article, it has to be your views, your own opinion has to be, your criticism has to be, and also as recommending has to be there, okay. And also it can be appeal to some people, or okay, like that it has to be. Either comment or your viewpoint or criticism or your recommendation or your appeal. Then what is the format? See here, the format has to be title. Then the if it is like this, okay, uh, if it's given like this, failure is a stepping stone, then it has to be given by the name of the author, then grammatical occurrence, body, then comes the conclusion, okay, like that.